start with the Akorino prayer conference that happened yesterday in Nakuru County. A lot has to be said about that, right? Including the sitting position of the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua. Perhaps you can talk to us more about that.
Actually, even before I start, Grace, we have to acknowledge that so much politics is going on during the weekends and especially on Sundays. I actually thought Sunday was supposed to be a day where you rest, go to church and take your family out, but these days politicians are doing the most. But anyway, yesterday the Akorino prayer conference was going on in Nakuru Boys. Several leaders attended, like the president and his deputy. But one of the things that is being discussed online is when the arrival time of the deputy, which was like almost an hour later. More than an hour actually later after the president. And you know, according to protocol, the deputy is supposed to arrive earlier so that he can welcome the president. And actually, any other leader who comes who comes to the event after the president is not supposed to attend the event. It happened last year in August when the president locked out Kindiki and CS Kuria out of an event because they were late, and he demanded for a written explanation. Well, this time round, that did not happen to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. He attended the event, but he explained himself and said that he was facing transport issues. And something else that netizens are talking about is that his seat had already been occupied before he arrived. It was occupied by Zachary Njeru, who's the land CS, but he left the seat after the deputy president arrived. Well, people are asking whether he was really late or he had been left out of this event. But according to a source that talked to Standard, we actually have the story on our Standard digital site. The deputy president was having transport issues. Something else that came out of that conference is that the president donated 10 million Kenyan shillings to in order to launch an Akorino Sacco. Well, netizens are asking whether this is their money or it is from the president's pocket. Actually, there was one who was making a joke that, wow, that is like more than his monthly salary. How is he going to survive? But anyway, yeah, so they are asking whether that is the tax that they're paying or it's just from the president's pocket. And the president also said that he will add more 10 million shillings to this circle, depending on how they use the money that has been given to them. Well, netizens are saying that we really need to follow up on that 1 year later because, you know, sometimes it doesn't happen. Yes.
It might happen, it may not happen.
Exactly.
But you know, and the craziest thing is, I believe the DP, they were aware that the DP was coming, probably, and he had confirmed that he was going to go. It's even crazier that a CS was sitting at his seat.
Exactly. That's why so many questions are rising from that issue.
Of course, and the political desk is following up on that.
Yes.
Remember, there have been, you know, details of a shaky relationship between the two, but the political desk is on that bit, all right? Apart from that, is it more of like a double speak from the president in terms of buildings in Isili?
Yes.
Remember the other day, he took his words back. From what he had actually promised. Perhaps you can talk to us about that.
Well, Kenyans are really having, oh my God, I don't even know how to explain this because they are wondering what has happened all of a sudden. Well, the president was attending the 60th Kenya Air Force anniversary that was happening in Kamukunji area. And then he said that all these high-rise buildings are affecting Moi Air Base, that air base activities, to be specific, that the activities around that airbase are being affected because of the high-rise buildings. That could be true, actually. You can ask people who live in areas like Pipeline where the buildings are more than 5 stories and they are faced with issues of receiving calls. Network services are low. And so the president said that he's going to talk to his authorities about it and make sure that all the buildings that are not built according to the plan, the law, the regulations that is there on planning and building, that all the buildings should be brought down. Well, this is contradicting because in the month of May, he said that that people in Isili can build buildings up to 25 to 30 stories, apart from the 12 that had been initially stated. But, well, the people are now wondering which is which. But now, actually, in April, Sakaja had also said that he's talked to the president and they are trying to ease this constraint.